We set to go? Hey guys, Gilly here with another friend interview. This time I am joined by one of my favorite people ever. It's ZombieGrub.
Hi.
Hi. How's BlizzCon going for you?
It's really good. Really enjoyed Legacy of the Void and Overwatch.
Yeah, we just got done getting destroyed in Overwatch. What are your thoughts?
That map was BS, all right? That's why we lost. Don't worry about it.
It was like there was a choke, pretty much a choke that we had to get to, and it was easy for them to set turrets down, and then also they would just sit there with their snipers and like anytime.
Like one guy was like a turret builder, so he put a turret in the hallway, and then everyone else is snipers, so they just like snipe us as we tried to hop over. It was BS. And well, I mean, granted, we didn't really know we were supposed to change characters, but we could have done that.
Yeah, it was crazy that we could change characters like mid-game. We were talking about whether or not you're going to be able to actually do that, or if that was like a demo thing so you could try more.
It could be cool on one hand, you know, there's no longer like any hard counters, like, oh, they're stuck being hard countered, but I don't know.
Yeah, we should have all picked that tank, like you said.
Seriously, like, I'll pick the like 5 of the big like gorilla guy or like the guy with the shield and just like rush in there. It would have worked. It's
crazy too that you could have more than one of the same person per team as well.
Yeah, I actually don't really like that. Maybe because it was the archer guy and I was like, that's BS, but...
Too many Hanzo?
Dude, that guy like one-shot me. It was no.
An arrow should not be able to one-shot you with armor.
Right? Yeah, and you know, like the kill cams afterwards, after you die, you get to see like who killed you and how. Like, it looked really easy. I was able to skill shot. There's like this big of like a thing that you just like lock on. I'm like, that's not hard.
You should have just switched to him.
But I would never be able to get on top. That's the whole problem, is that we couldn't get any sniping positions. They just snipe us.
All right, well, let's switch to Starcraft. BaseTrade had a pretty big year with tournaments and stuff. So maybe some of the highlights from the year, your favorite things?
Like favorite game? Well, we have so many games. I can't even like... Okay,
let's do you have a favorite game first? Yes?
Oh, a favorite like series or something like that?
Yeah.
All I can think of is like the really long games we cast. All right, so there was like that one game, and I forget who it was between. It was like Maro and Gosu User maybe? I forget. But they like, it's a mech game, so we're like, oh my god, it's a mech game. So like 40 minutes is just really, really boring. But in the last 5 minutes, we see like the Zerg player just like sacrifice everything, and they have like so much in the bank that they make 100 mutas. Like, not even kidding, like I think it was actually 100 mutas, or like, you know, plus or minus like 5, but... And they just like try, like they just like go after the mech army, and they almost win too. But the Terran had building armor, so everything survived. That's like the best strategy I've seen. Because like Gumia goes battlecruisers all the time, and he actually hasn't lost so far. We've seen him lose once, and that was just like a miracle when he gets battlecruisers. So that seems in the.
It does seem, and now battlecruisers will be able to eventually go anywhere.
God. See, that won't probably affect the matchup. I have no idea how Legacy of the Void's going to play out, really. But that probably won't affect anything except TVT, where you actually get battlecruisers now anyways. Unless you're Gumiho and you get versus Zerg, but whatever. But, like, can you imagine just, like, instead of, like, Doom drops, there's Doom, like, teleports with battlecruisers? Like, you don't even have to bypass turrets. There's no way to stop it. Just scan and teleport.
At least we'll be seeing a lot more of them. But... Yeah, but at the same time, I kind of liked when it would be like once in a very great while, all of a sudden, you would see that it's coming out, the Fusion Core, and everyone's just like, oh, we will miss that, but we'll see. There's still a lot of time for changes before as well.
There is. I really like that, like some of the stuff actually looks like it's going back to Brood War. Like, I don't have like the biggest Brood War roots, but I kind of like retroactively went back to it and watched it and all that. And like, we're just thinking like, you know, you're probably going to get a faster lair. You're probably going to get a macro hatchery if you get a third base, because you just have that many minerals. Like, that's what they did in the show matches. And like, you know, like fast mutas, fast lurkers are going to come back. Carriers are actually like really, really good. Not just Brood War good, but they're like super good. So hopefully they nerf that. But if not, they're going to be used just as much. And like battlecruisers, they could technically come back into like the game and like more than just like a, oh my god, that's a rare moment.
With the strengthening of all of the late game units and then making it so that you get to the bigger bases faster, or having more bases faster, I think that it's going to be really cool. We're going to actually see those late game units that everyone really likes to see.
At least when I played, I mean, I wasn't playing the best player, so maybe that was the case, but like I had to expand and I could also attack. So I was doing like a 3-gate blink, and I would attack, and then I would expand, no problem behind it, and then I would expand again, and I keep attacking, and it just like kept going. Like, I don't know, it felt more like fluid as opposed to like, well, I'm stuck on 2 bases for like another 5 minutes before I can really go on another one. And then, of course, you mine out. I was actually testing, like, 1330 to 14, you mine out your main base. On perfect saturation, 16 out of 24 and whatever, that's where you mine out. So you need to expand.
Was that the game where you lost a lot of stalkers to?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I had a bunch of stalkers, and like Fear Dragon had like what is it called? Yeah, the Disruptor, right? It should be called Destroyer. That makes more sense. But it's just like big ball of Blink Stalkers. One of them came in, and all of my Blink Stalkers are red. I was like, what is this? This doesn't make any sense. No, but I still won because it's actually we had a big problem, of course, in StarCraft 2 where like big units didn't really help the micro. Like anyone can micro the Colossus the same way. Some people may argue that, but it's kind of still roughly the same. But like I think all of these units have potential of being like really microable. Yeah, that does a lot of damage, but it costs a lot. And people who can fan out, Blink Stalkers back into a concave are not going to take that much damage. So
I can't wait to see all the changes that'll happen to competitive play from it. So hopefully we'll get that soon. And what I also think is really cool is when Heart of the Swarm first came out, because a lot of the players, especially the Kespa players, had to keep playing Wings of Liberty because of timings of tournaments. It was cool to kind of see these players that you didn't really see them as successful, like doing crazy awesome things on Heart of the Swarm. The one I always think of is Rhett. He was like just destroying when Heart of the Swarm first came out. So I'm excited for that type of thing as well.
Yeah, there's always a period of time where the foreigners really like are trying out new things. Now the Koreans might see that and be like, they might perfect it, which they do. But they always do really well in like all the show matches and exhibition matches. I mean, they were actually good in Wings of Liberty, of course, in the beginning of Wings of Liberty. So it's like the same thing every single expansion. But it's also the most fun times that you have, right? Like everyone remembers having the Ultraless Burrow. And while that was like, that didn't get into main play, it was still like really cool to watch, even if it did like glitch every once out of like 2 times. So.
Once out of 2? That's a lot.
It's actually pretty common. Because like Medivacs would mess it up and whatever, so it would be really common.
Well, you guys did how many tournaments this year?
I don't know.
Well, but okay, so you guys as actually hosting them. Was it 3?
3, 4. So there was the big one, Who's the Best European? Wait, there's more, EU 8. And then there's the 32 Boys 1 Cup that we're still doing, actually. So we need to finish after the BlizzCon.
Do you guys have set plans for when you're going to be finishing it after BlizzCon, or just as you can?
No, I don't think so. The BlizzCon probably is a better schedule, but yeah, just whenever someone's like, when they're done with being jet lagged, I guess.
Do you guys have, first of all, plans to do more tournaments? Because I think people really love I know people really love your tournaments. And also, naming, how do you determine the names?
All right, so I mean, the first one, the Korean one, it was just easy. The Best European, easy as well, like, over-dramatic name or whatever. But then Wait, There's More was all Rifkin. I didn't even know he came up with that, and I thought that was actually pretty clever. And then 32 Boys 1 Cup can actually be attributed to Fear Dragon. So he was like, we were just joking about it, and he just like kind of like in like an ashamed whisper was like, what about 32 Guys 1 Cup? Because we were talking about, like, let's leave it after like a cup, like the Kespa Cup, and then he came up with that. And I actually forgot that it was a qualifier tournament, so I felt a little bad that we automatically put the boys in there. But I think everyone recognized that it was just like a dumb name and no one took it seriously. And even like Madelisk actually played in their qualifier, which she doesn't do that often. But I think she looked at it and was like, F you guys, like I'm gonna play in this one.
I kind of like that though because sometimes the girls want to just play as the boys, like the female character. They don't want to play like in separate tournaments or whatever. They'd rather just play in. So I think it's fine. I think it works. Yeah. So besides maybe like, do you have future tournaments planned at all? Like.
Not right now, no, but everything comes in with like, it's always tough about esports is that things come in at like most usually 2 weeks. A month is like the easiest that we get, like, that actually we have enough time to prepare mentally, schedule-wise, get production up. That's probably the longest I think that we've had, but most of the things that we cast are like a week or 2 in advance. And sometimes only like a day or 2. Sometimes like, Take TV will be like, hey, this person dropped out or whatever, so come on, so. Rifkin has no life, which is why he casts everything. I require at least a couple of days in advance, but no plans for big tournaments yet. But that just comes. We gotta figure it out when it comes.
Well, I'm sure. I have no doubt that you guys will. Do you guys have any other plans, or maybe you even just use specifically, like plans, secrets, anything for the coming year?
Well, me specifically, I'm actually going to Korea in February and March. I don't know if I didn't tell you this.
No, you didn't tell me.
So I've been watching, I wrote a couple of blogs on Team Liquid asking people's opinions on it and how like BaseTradeTV is actually doing really well. I mean like really well, right? The community stream, but making some money and, you know, doing good for the community and all that. So I was like, man, I'm really torn. If I go in March, it's pretty much going to be like, you know, our high point if we keep on going along the same track, and I'm going to be in Korea teaching, so how much can I really do for casting? But I don't know, in the end, I can always come back after 6 months, and that'll probably be like Galaxy of the Void is, I don't know.
Yeah.
Not released, but I don't know, still in beta, I guess.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't be that big of a thing, and it's just like, it's so important to me to like travel, you know, like the money's cool, money's cool, meeting everyone, meeting all the fans is really awesome, like being like a part of the community is like the greatest, and I never thought it was going to happen, but I always wanted to travel as, you know, an esports celebrity or whatever, or just like a regular person, so like I have to go to Korea, and if I don't do it now, I don't know when I do it.
Yeah, you gotta take these, everyone always says, you gotta take these chances while you can, while you're young, while you're more mobile and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Well, that's amazing. I had no idea, but congrats. You deserve it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm really looking forward to going all the GSLs. I mean, there's going to be Spot TV, GSL, Pro League, all the cups that they're going to have there, because they talked about like having like DreamHack kind of cups or whatever. And then, of course, I'm going to actually be able to like talk to the guys that are over there. So I'm not going to be totally out of the esports world. I might even cast some things still, but I'm going to be in a different country, man. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah, it will be. You should at least do like every once in a while like a post or like maybe a video or something just telling us the stuff you're seeing.
I'll take videos. I'll be like, I don't know, when I go on like trips, right? Because I want to see Korea, all right? And I'll tell you like, you know, how the weird things, like did you know that when they bring you like takeout, that they just like leave the sleeve, you're supposed to like, they give you silverware. So like you're like, thanks, you know, and then when you're done with it, you put it outside the hallway and they come and pick it up in the next morning. That's weird take.
Like actual like cutlery metal instead of
like they give you like a dolsot bowl, which is like the stuff they put their soups and stuff in. And then when you're done, you just put it on the tray outside and the guy comes back and it takes it back.
I didn't know that, but that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Just like a bunch of different things that are going to be so cool over there.
Yeah, you got to post those things, man, because I want to see. I love all the cultural differences you never think of, too.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'm taking Korean right now, which is why I'm gone every Tuesday and Thursday when we cast. Yeah. So I know some. Last time I used it to a professional player though was Hero. I just said thanks, and he just gave me like a white girl tries too hard kind of look.
Wait, which hero? Which hero?
CJ Hero. Okay. Like I'm sure he was like kind of shocked, but then he was just like, oh, and I was like, oh, okay then, all right, cool deal.
Was that in person or was it like on?
It was in person because he gave like James had got me like a picture with him and everything. So I'm like really like scared to use my Korean. They're laughing for trying too hard, but I gotta practice.
I mean, they'll probably be like, oh, your accent, you know, is atrocious. But I think generally, at least what I've seen, is that people are just like happy that you're trying, right?
Yeah, usually. I think like what he thought was that, you know, people just learn these things from watching professional play. Like they know like nay for yes after a while watching Starcraft. So they probably just thought that, you know, I heard them say it once and I was trying to repeat it, but I'm actually supposed to like try and practice. Like my Korean teacher's like always like, you know, these people like go like practice, and I'm like, but I'm shy. I don't wanna.
Well, maybe tonight when everyone's hanging out around.
Yeah, I'll try it on MMA.
You should. Yeah. Are you hoping that it'll be good job winning? Yeah,
hopefully. We want to take him out to lunch or dinner or whatever, but he keeps winning, that bastard. Damn. No. But it'd be awesome if he does win, because then be like, congratulations, which I don't know how to say in Korean.
I was gonna say, do you actually know how to say that in Korean? You've got like 5 hours to find out.
Like find out how to say congratulations.
Well, good luck with that. Yeah. Before we go, where can we follow you? Check out your stuff, etc.
So you can follow me on Twitter @ZGGaming, and on Twitch, just ZombieGrub. My YouTube's ZombieGrub too, but I don't really use it. And of course, BaseTradeTV. You know, just YouTube, or actually YouTube is like map control or something. Yeah. Just go to Twitch. Everyone goes to Twitch anyways.
But you are going to use your YouTube when you upload your videos from.
Yeah, that's true. That's where I have to do it. So.
You've heard it here first, folks. Thank you so much for doing an interview with me. I really appreciate it. Good luck. I don't know if I'll see you again before then, but we'll hang out today. So, see you later, guys. Bye.